Now we're going to get into pop culture. Now, this is the segment of the pod where I get into whatever was popular throughout the week. And for the United States, I want to say specifically, because this is a huge topic, but TikTok being looked at as supposedly being banned. They're looking to banning TikTok in the US. And not just TikTok, but a lot of other apps, including TikTok. And TikTok just made the main page because, it's TikTok. Huge. What Vine could have been, but just didn't have the support, really. It's just because of the tensions between the United States and China. I'm not really going to get into that too much. They're just looking at banning TikTok because of how they're saying that the China apps kind of spy on people when you use it, and it's just because of ByteDance, which is part of TikTok, thinking of banning that. Tencent thinking of banning their apps, and just because of the security state of how it works. And it has a lot of other politics that go into it, because a lot of this stuff with America and China has been borderline, not volatile, but borderline is getting to a point where a lot of stuff is gonna start being cut out from each other's countries. So that's just the main thing about TikTok. Really, TikTok's not a huge story. I just wanted to touch on it because it's pop culture, and a lot of people seem to care about it. So the U.S. Army banned their soldiers for even using TikTok over the security worries, and that's just because they say it's a security risk. They say it's a security threat once again, and so that's just weird to see. Whenever y'all use TikTok, do y'all think TikTok is invading your privacy or looking at you through the camera? Let me know in the comment section down below. But the military was the first to do this, the first to ban TikTok, basically, essentially, just because of security reasons. And they just said that the Navy also made the decision in mid-December, so that should tell you something, that they've been on top of it. They've been seeing what TikTok was doing. Chinese is really a tech giant, so US is suspicious because they don't want that to get to the point where Chinese government can see everything about, well, not everything, but can get certain crucial data that they shouldn't be getting access to through a child's app, if you get what I'm saying. So US is looking to banning that. This is real more political than anything. As I'm reading through this article, it's bringing up a lot of situations that are very political. For me, I just want to cover it on the surface, and not just because I don't want to get deeper into politics. It's just because there's no need to. Basically, US doesn't like the app because of it being deemed a security threat, quote unquote, and China being behind the whole app, being as its multinational conglomerate. They already got fined by the US $5.7 million for illegally collecting personal information from children under the age of 13, including names, email addresses, and the locations. Now, the locations is the weird part. What do they need the locations for? But that's the weird part. So you could just see how the tensions are rising between America and China, and just TikTok is just another example of how if you fall out with a country, then their inventions gotta, well, not inventions, but their creations gotta go too. Whatever's popular that's not really essential, it gotta go. TikTok's definitely not essential, but Americans do love TikTok. Best believe every artist, every major record label is trying to push their music through the most popular TikTok artists. I mean, just look at the best artists in the world right now. Just look at Drake. I mean, he put out Tootsie Slide, and that's a TikTok based song. Slide to the left, slide to the right, do the Tootsie Roll and the turn around. No, I'm just playing. I don't think those are the lyrics, but anyways, this is structured towards TikTok, so it's just like, how much can one country take before they just start banning all your stuff and you have no influence over what we do? So it's just a weird dynamic between America and China. And yeah, that's really all I have for TikTok and for the pop culture segment. I mean, let me know down in the comment section down below, what do you think about TikTok spying on children allegedly? And they'll be under 13, well, not under 13, but 13 as of that. Like, that's just creepy and weird. But what do you think about that? Do you think TikTok, the big question I want you to get out of this, or want to answer from you, is do you think that TikTok should be banned from the United States? And do you think that TikTok should even be as big as it is? Because obviously China's making big money off of the data they're collecting off of children. So it's just a very weird dynamic that's going on right now. But yeah, that's all I got for the pop culture TikTok. We got through. So just to sum the pod up, that's all I have on my notes. We got through the quote of the pod was safety. So remember that. Sports versus COVID-19. Remember that. Pop Smoke's new album. We touched on the Pusha T Drake beef. Aubrey versus Terrence. Mixer, talked about that. Ninja and Shroud deals. And then we got through TikTok, pop culture. So let me know what you want me to talk about in the next podcast. For this podcast, I really wanted to touch on the Mixer, because I've been wanting to talk about that for a while, because that's huge. I mean, that changes the landscape of streaming and how people make their money by people watching them games. So that's a huge blow. The streamers trying to blow up on a non-popular platform. And so yeah, I mean, that's tough for them, but let me know what you think, how they're gonna make it out. And do you think Mixer, and do you think Twitch will eventually just be leaps and bounds better than every other streaming platform? Because the only competition I see for them right now is YouTube. Let me know in the comment section down below. Send me a voice message on Anchor.